Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
Get ready.
No way the Shadow Dragons let the Venatori in here.
Perhaps there are answers to be found amid this devastation.
Hector. He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance. Nev mentioned it. He was waiting for someone near the market. He might still be there. The killings. This is...
I didn't know I could think even less of the Venatori.
A Grey Warden? Are you all right?
Warden Rook. I'm Vesta.
What happened?
I'm here to help the Shadow Dragons, fighting Darkspawn in the catacombs. There weren't many when we started, but then the others said to run. Get help. We can't leave the Darkspawn. If they escape into the city...
We won't let them.
Just sit tight.
Between malign spirits and the Venatori, Docktown hasn't had an easy time of late.
I heard Navgalis is poking around, looking into it. You know, I just don't think Halus's fish is all that special.
You're joking. Halus makes the best fish in the city. You think so too?
You set up the fence. Have you tried Zev's fish on the other side of the city? He usually sets up close to the condemned.
This is good, but Halos gives you a safe source. You can offset that metallic flavoring.
else do you put gravy on?
Noodles, roasted cabbage, scrambled eggs. Anything is better with gravy.
You degenerate.
The docks. It sounds like the Venatori tracked down Hector and took him there. Let's hurry. I don't like the tone of that note.
Emmerich, have I got this right? Manfred's wisp?
A wisp of curiosity, to be precise.
And this wisp was so curious about our world, it just couldn't wait to come here, animate a body, and serve you tea?
Manfred enjoys boiling the water. He's mesmerized by the steam.
How has the Minrathous Circle been? Getting used to the schedule? The lectures?
It's fine. There's just quite a few highlights. Well, I guess it's why I come down here.
Got company.
Venatori! Stop them!
It's cannibal.
That body. Is that Hector? Damn it. We were too late.
This is a message to the city. The Venatori are in charge now.
Hey, Rook, I've news about Lorelei the Fence.
Lorelei. She ran the pawn shop. Sold things.
Yes, the Venatori found her. They took her to the docks. You have to hurry. You know what they do to shadow dragons?
We're on it.
So I'm supposed to just accept that they're better because of an accident at birth?
That's just how the process works.
Please.
This monster, the Gloom Howler, Have you ever seen its like?
Never.
Take him out!
Now, where were we? This monster, the Gloom Howler. Have you ever seen its like?
Never. No warden I've talked to has either. It's definitely blighted, but not Darkspawn. Smart. Something special. Normally I'd relish on like this. Now,
You'll find Hassan's siblings. I'm certain.
so am I. Trouble nearby.
You need to be taught a lesson for getting in the way of your business. Ambush!
Die for the gods.
Meet the odds.
Search the area for anyone who needs help. Lorelei, this was hers. What did they do to her?
So many people. I didn't think it could get worse.
I don't think they even care if the people they're executing are really shadow dragons. It's anyone who's ever been connected to them. Or helped them. This message... You're connected to the other Candlehob we met.
We've a fight ahead.
For your gods! Attack!
At them!
Strength is gone!
We'll stop!
More of that, bro. There, finish them, Rook!
So what do you think?
How are you faring with Hassan, Davrin?
It's all good. He's behaving, minding his manners. What? Back to what we were saying.
How are you faring with Hassan, Davrin?
It's all good. He's behaving, minding his manners, quiet as a mouse.
So, all the squawking from your room.
Must have been Taj during a temper tantrum.
I distinctly heard a griffin shriek.
Okay, yeah. Sometimes he acts out.
You must instill some discipline. Manfred needed to be taught balance as well.
Uh-huh. Except Hassan's a griffin.
And clever. That will only increase. Believe me.
Rumored resistance group up front. Aspirations of hostile takeover.
Hey, now a dragon. What's happening to this? Holmes. I wish that.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Trevelyan, the man who led us all.
Trevelyan. Isn't that the name of a noble family down in the south?
Yes. I remember the days before the Inquisition, when Trevelyan family politics were the most complicated part of my life. Simpler times.
I fear that simpler times are like to remain a memory, for now.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited, and about the people depending on you. I only sealed the breach because I had people like Cassandra, Liliana, and Cullen with me from the start. Without Dorian's magic and Josephine's diplomacy, we never would have come together to stop Corypheus. Years later, I had to turn the Inquisition over to Chantry control. But I never lost the friends who had gotten me through it all. Ultimately, they're the only ones you can really count on. Do right by them and you'll find your way.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet him.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Val Royeaux and Halam Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My mom...
Don't worry. I talked to the Divine and your mother's safe with the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might just be an arm of the Chantry now. But we've still done our part to get people to fight this threat together. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
I have a team, but not much in the way of forces. If there's any military support you can spare.
I'm sorry. Our forces in the South are stretched thin already. And I'm afraid the Grey Warden leadership doesn't think much more highly of me than they do of you.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette? Something to do with Solus?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed. when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solus is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solus is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
I considered Solus a friend. I'd hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now, but still. If this can give you some insight, help you understand him. Whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Father gives me an allowance and I barely use any. I could donate some to those who need it more.
You're adorable. Trying so hard.
More executions?
Did you see what it said in the papers?
Close call. Minrathous recovers after dragon attack.
I finished out the list.
Good work. What brought a dragon to Minrathous?
On your right!
Nice move, Brooke. Let's get it done.
Nice hit, bro. Nice hit.
These must be the Darkspawn that attacked Warden Vesta.
There's more of them. Keep that up.
Is everyone intact?
Be ready. Nice.
Behind you, Rogue!
Keep it coming, bro.
Well struck, Rogue!
Way to get it done.
All right, let's keep clearing Blight from the catacombs. Well, that's unnerving.
No problem.
Old magic, forgotten relics. There's a lot left in the catacombs, and the Blight's twisting through all of it. An elevator. I can sense more Blight where it leads. Do you get the feeling we're being watched when we're in the catacombs?
Here they come. You've got trouble on your left!
That's the last of them. We should tell Warden Vesta. Hey, we're back in Docktown proper.
I'm on it.
Have at it. Vesta, we got the Darkspawn that attacked you. They won't get into the city.
Thank you. The Wardens will be glad to hear it.
As will the Shadow Dragons. Quillen, by the way. I'll ensure Vesta gets the healing she needs.
Rest well.
Sorry, do I know you?
Venatori causing trouble. And the people of Minrathous are desperate for any help.
It's bad out here.
That woman. What's happened? What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the Snake Nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when I ask inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
If we learn anything, we'll let you know. So, the Snake Nest.
Our next destination?
It's worth checking out.
Mages and dark robes were looking for laborers to move crates.
Trouble ahead. Well done.
They didn't deserve this. No one does. Break those crystals. We need to get through that barrier.
On your guard.
Behind you! Fine hit, rope.
here?
This is it. The snake nest. Let's look around. See what we find. We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
This Linus, he must own the snake nest. And he knows Atticus. What happened here?
Emmerich, I think you've got to let Manfred learn some things on his own.
Such as?
You know, like any kid. Let them fall, scrape their knee.
That could dislodge his patella bone, hinder his ambulation.
Or he might learn to walk and not fall next time.
That's a harsh thing to wish on a spirit who yearns only to experience the world.
Falling down's a big part of the world.
Manfred's body is an intricate construction. There's no need to bruise it, or him, unnecessarily.
Venatori are dealt with. I hope whoever posted that plea for help feels safer tonight.
Perhaps they'll leave another post seeking help. We should check again soon.
you get the books? I left them on your desk.
Blood. There's a trail. Take a look at that. A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but... something feels off. A bloodstained shirt. Someone got changed in a hurry. All right, that Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her, again. A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here. That your boss, Linus, knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're friends with Nev Gallus, aren't you? Maybe you can do something. I can let you into the storage. It's across the road.
The bar storage. There has to be more here. All this under the bar storage?
If that's where the quarry is, then in we go.
Linus, the snake nest owner. He made a pact with a demon to save his kid. But the price, it was too high.
It wasn't blood the demon truly wanted. The real feast would have been the emotional turmoil from this man's desperation.
There's a key. We should see what else is here. How many did he kill? All for a demon. This was Atticus. His locket. We can return it to Sabina. There. Much sturdier than the old one. Sabina?
You're back. But Atticus...
The man who took Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child, but it wasn't right.
Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I have friends here in Minrathous who can help.
I don't know. I need time and... to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Docktown's desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The snake nest owner. The people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon? If we keep up the work in Docktown, maybe we'll find more.
I bolstered guards along the ridge. We've got the high ground out there.
Yo, Rook! Strife talked about you. I need your help. Can you help? There are veil jumpers in the forest who have been gone too long. They were searching for relics. With the recent troubles, they could use a protective escort to bring those relics back to camp.
I'll start the search.
And I'll stay here, in case someone shows up.
If the gods are stirring up trouble in Alathan, we won't have enough Veilguards to handle this.
Have a look. Come back alive.
A minute.
No coin in dead cap.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
Better be ready.
A network of aqueducts. This must have been quite a sight in its day.
Another one of those owl statues. There it is. That's the Veil Jumper camp. Watch out. That relic just went off. What happened to that Veil Jumper? He was right here. Oh, this isn't good. We need to find him. That's incredible.
Where does all the water... Is anyone out there?
One of those magical relics the Veil Jumpers were dealing with must be nearby. One relic down. More to go. Hard to believe these things are causing so much trouble.
You saved me. I'm saved. I'm alive. I was working on the relic and then everything went dark and quiet. It felt like nothing and nowhere. I'll catch my breath and make my own way back to camp.
There are others missing. We'll continue searching for them.
That's another one.
Oh, thank the creators. Did Elio send you? I have to talk to him once I return to camp. It's so odd. I've seen relics like that before. I know how they work, but this one, it was wrong.
Consider...
Must be a magical relic causing this.
Must get clear!
Damn, we were too late. That's probably one of the missing veil jumpers. Let's get that barrier down. One of those magical relics is close.
Heads up, on your left!
Fantastic!
Can anyone hear me?
It's over.
We're gonna get you out!
I kept calling and calling, and no one came. It felt like an eternity, and the shadows were so dark. So dark. But I'll be all right. I'll make my own way back to the camp.
I think that's everyone. Let's get back to Elio.
Tis a mystery.
I found most of your friends, but one didn't make it. I'm sorry.
We all know the risks. but it's still difficult when someone gets hurt. There's one last relic out there we never found. If you come across it, be careful. I think someone's meddling with the magic in Arlethan.
I'll try to be safe.
There's an interesting letter there, Rook.
A journal about seeing Venatori in Crow meeting spots.
Useful to know.
Let's dig around some more.
You're new as well, right?
Canal smell right today.
Destroy them all!
Trouble nearby.
Masterfully done! Move! Quickly!
Hit them now, bro!
That Venatori dropped a note.
Move out of there!
Come forth! Shades undying! Quickly! Help!
Clearing the way one champion at a time. This'll open the way. Huh. A Venatori trader?
Intrigue beckons, surely.
Something's up with the crows in Venatori. The journal belongs to a crow named Chance. We'll look for them around the diamond. Maybe they know what this is about.
I'm surprised people are doing normal business during an occupation.
I wonder if they carry Navaran goods.
Hello. Have you come to look at crystals? My grandfather was dwarven, and he says I have some of the stone sense in me. The Anthem almost shut us down because they don't like magic. But once I explained the vibrational harmonies, they let us stay.
How can I help you today?
Whatever you mean.
Come take a look if you like.
Anything here speak to your aura?
I've never travelled, but when this war is over, I'm going to go everywhere.
I just assumed that is what you crows do.
Listen to your body. What does it say it needs? Let me know if I can get you anything else.
I think that art merchant with information on the Antom lives near here. Hello? Are you all right? Done.
I'll unlock the doors. Come in, please.
saviors, welcome.
Viago said you had information on the Antam. Are they after you?
They barricaded me in and said I would starve unless I handed over the contents of my gallery. Lately, they've been taking paintings, sculptures, all sorts of treasures. And to think I overheard someone in the market yesterday bragging about dealing with the atrocious brutes. The market master might know more about what those dreadful Antam are up to. Those Antam villains haven't shown up again, to my relief. Please, look around. Those Antam would have ruined me, if not for your kind intervention. I hope dear Viago can make next week's exhibition.
All right. We should talk to the market master if we want to learn why Antam are stealing pieces of art. Hello? This might sound strange, but I was told you might know about Antam stealing paintings.
It's bad for business. And somebody here knows something. Everyone notices the master of the market. But you, stay hidden. Listen near the stalls. You might learn something about our Antam art collectors.
Let's listen carefully around the market. Don't want to scare anyone off.
How's business?
Can't complain.
But I mean, Antam, I didn't think they went in for things like fancy paintings.
I wouldn't know anything about... Well, that would explain the Antam who came by not an hour ago. They took my best sculpts without paying.
Huh. Right here?
Oh, yes. I did hear they've been piling up stolen goods in a camp in the Drowned district.
The Antam aren't exactly being subtle anymore.
That merchant said they're stockpiling stolen art at a camp in the Drowned district. Let's start there.
The Hamantam.
We're close to that camp where the Antam took that merchant's stolen sculptures. Okay, let's look around for that stolen art, or any sign of what the Antam are doing with it. Nothing here.
There's nothing of interest here either.
Still nothing. I don't see anything that merchant in the market was talking about. No stolen art. We should go back and talk to him.
You could be forgiven for assuming it was a normal market day.
Feels crowded like a city always does.
That merchant who said the Antam stole his artwork? He's with the Venatori. I'll bet he caught us listening in.
Damn it. Bet he took off the second we left the market.
The note said the Antam are trading the art to Venatori collect... Okay, we're close to the camp where Antam are trading with the Venatori for magical components.
Furnace!
Finish them off!
Good work!
All right, let's find out what the Antam and the Venatori are actually doing here. This note is about Gatlock, that Kunari blasting powder. The Antam are using magical components from the Venatori to make it more explosive. Much more explosive.
Alchemy is fraught with peril at the best of times. Adding in enchanted components...
We have to tell Taya and Viago.
People are energized after seeing that dragon run out of Treviso. They sing the crow's praises more loudly in the streets.
Except in front of the Antam.
Still.
Good news?
The Venatori are helping the Antam make their Gatlock explosives even more powerful.
What?
It's not ready yet. They're still experimenting.
Then we have some time. The crows will investigate.
We had better. I am sure we'd be among the Antam's first targets.
Are you Chance Candide? Found your journal. Couldn't help reading something about Venatori.
Ah, you've become embroiled in our local mystery. If you wish to help, let me shed some light. Venatori were spotted lurking in places where the crows conduct confidential business.
What can we do?
It would be a great help if you could search near our dead drops in the flooded district. That's where Venatori were last spotted. Please look for any clues as to what our spies are after.
Wine glasses. Like people were toasting a deal.
And Tevans do take their wine seriously.
What's the point of a city if it isn't dry?
A significant amount of effort goes into preventing just this sort of trouble in the necropolis. I couldn't imagine the mess if this took hold.
Another secret note between a crow and a Venatori. That's our third note by these Crow and Venatori spies. Half of these letters are written in a cipher I can't make out. Let's talk to Chance. Chance? We found notes from the Crow and Venatori spies, but parts of them are in code.
Thank you. This may yet help trace their movements. Give me a while to break the cipher on these letters.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably.
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
That sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
But puzzles give you a chance to test your wits, to prove you're smart enough to beat whoever designed it.
Ugh.
I ran into one while traveling with Varric. It had these 3 poles with sets of different sized rings on 2 of the poles.
And you had to move the rings over to the 3rd pole? And the rings had to be sized right and crap?
Yes, you've seen it?
That thing is Vashadon.
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
Huh, so they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
I'd appreciate it if you avoided fencing any of the elven artifacts, unless Ballara tells you it's okay.
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
I mean, aren't you, though?
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
Huh. How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us. But that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now Rivane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Ravane's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
So your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is. How much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The lords send that stuff back to the Kunari in Parvalin. They pay the lords a finder's fee.
Just a finder's fee?
Yep.
But the lords at the top could be charging anything for these artifacts and you wouldn't know.
I know what happened to the last lord who bled a contact. That's enough. The lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Kunari history. The lords gave her work.
We should do this again. Grab a drink, share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat or traps?
Nah.
All right. Just let me know when.
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
I thought it was just an archive. How can it be mean?
The creator, its creator, I mean. An archive spirit takes on the personality of whoever makes it. Which, okay, that's an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
Did that name mean something to you?
He's a Forgotten One. Got told they were the bad gods, we couldn't speak their names. Not like the good gods, you know, Elgernon, Gillenane. But now we know the truth about the Evanuris. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive. Tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
You have a chance to learn more about your people. Go for it. Just be careful and try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Nev, settling back in?
More or less. Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the time you need. Huh. It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats, or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
At least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
You'd never know it to look at him. Seems friendly enough.
As long as he likes you.
So, what I'm hearing, Hassan is, gingerwort truffles for life?
Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy, Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Herlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about. Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.